Oh yeah, I forgot my name was this way. Oops. You're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood, but I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Can you please call me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we talk? Why don't we take a look at your purse? Uh, why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns herself and lets its contents fall into the dust. When two small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sonori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry or want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I will lend you some. There's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Ah, it's Yuri. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice she was listening again. Her face is in her books, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell her to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved in that. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford, and frankly, after buying a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right though. I did something bad and I had to accept the retribution. That. Still coming from you? I guess that's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayuri always knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick you into Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that. I don't know when something smashes Snowy in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Whoa! Ow! What? A cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Wow! Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. I was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. She hugs the cookie. This is literally me. Jeez, just eat it. She rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. She stops, claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're gonna do a lot over just one cookie. Takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours was really good too. Can I try it? Jeez. Burgers can't be choosers, but yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. So he gets out of her seat and goes behind her, wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie's still in her hand. Natsuki reaches up the knife slowly off of her. Leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, did you seriously just that? Uh-huh. Mouthful, Sayori trots away safely. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell us how to... Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Haven't any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. But then again, she's always in the background, so I was not even really expecting her and expecting her later. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just has something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica, chose the club over her brother after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you play music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I always look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down. Monica smells sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Ah, don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sadori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki would end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone is already settled down. Sadie always somehow finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki into the closet. Hey, Yuri. Eh? I saw that Yuri's reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Oh, no, I was kind of just waiting for you. And if that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. Is there one thing that can make my reading time here any better? It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri says and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and she sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking manners. Listen, I was being the ultimate teacher today, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri was gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounded to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay. So I was just a bit curious. That kind of one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your business for once! Or do you want me to you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Natsuki in the club activity? I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go. Okay, dang. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. She's not playing around. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How can I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that, it made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as what makes seem you're in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. When you hate me for something as terrible as that, why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. I really like being friends with you. Thanks. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk into the nearest water fountain, and once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert or tea at something. In that case, you'll only even be more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you notice, I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try to expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway. That's great. You don't push yourself too much. Oh, just don't push yourself too much. You're always worried about me. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I didn't even know if I could keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? The floor? Why? It's a little bit more easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's mostly because of your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yeah, whoa. I mean, it's them tangs on her. I know what she mean. The back be consistent. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I had some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies I kept hidden for Surya. Candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the teas. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book, except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. She slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it makes me more than I can handle. Your teacup. Your hands in my teacup, holding it in my hand. There's nothing holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to fold it. Now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumbled with the chocolate wrappers. Sorry, I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudged on the pages. Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. And I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Your expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I never used to take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breath. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. It's time to share poems. Oh, I forgot about that. You can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without as much as a word between us. I get the feeling that it's something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Who should I share my poem to first? Well, I would say give Yuri some space right this minute because, all hot and heavy. Ooh, I like this one. It has some nice feeling in it. I'm glad. Does this mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I'll like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go with my heart. If it makes you feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. She's so precious. That is so poetic. Maybe I'm getting better expressing my feelings after all. Thanks. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all running together like bundles of kittens. I reach aside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's not time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in the bottle all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle, I start like the Mega Man. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scrapping and scrapping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and come in my friends. And in come my friends. And they come with such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frankly pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They're supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo. And so that's good. Didn't I tell you I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. She had a really good poem. No, that's really good. What is this? I don't know how I feel about that. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, and you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You got pretty passionate about this, huh? Hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Here's the habit of being obsessed with something before dropping it, no matter than a week later. I wonder if it's one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. Nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good, but I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it until you really don't sucks at all. Honestly, don't bother to try to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Now, wow, she stopped short all of a sudden. Don't tell, You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? Well, what are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know Yuri will love this angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean I mean, looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve even though I did. That is a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I'm so done with you. She shows the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just show it to me. Ouch. So I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, wasn't to be in a world of pain from the start. At least until he really wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Dang, she won't even let me read her poem? She's that upset? Well, I get you then. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares upon him with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? This one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you this kind of technique's worth practicing. Maybe that's why you did a good job explaining. I really want to try to give more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I'll offer the patience for her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you never shared your writing before? Yeah, she nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. You really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, I mean, it's obvious she doesn't have any friends. You want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Okay, I'm gonna do my best with her chicken scratch because it was rough. I had to just read the other one in editing. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window that I was believed the first time I noticed my stranger tendencies as a unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife with the symptom, the bread, my huge curiosity, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, Jesus Christ. The raccoon, an image, whatever. The moon increments its phases and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The way some light that glitters in the very same light that glitters in the eye of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently. So my bread is always hearty. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic. Does that say pavilion? Conditioning? I sliced the bread and then feel myself again. What a struggle and a half. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit close to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and convey emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't figure out what's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. If that sort of things, I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing and people would make fun of me? Don't you have anything like that? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we could do is respect each other in our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. They rely on me people like you. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling, and you have to thank for that. It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. Just for a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Who should I show? Well, there's only one person left. Hey again. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that, as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I won't count on that. You never know. Wanted to show what you wrote for today. Sure, here you go. I'll give my poem to Monica. Alright, this one's good. It feels like you're not only get more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, have you been finding inspiration in your recent writing style? Huh? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversations out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on that head of hers. Hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just mean I wish she didn't keep on so much to herself, but still defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. Eh? You completely misunderstood. Ah, calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispered the last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the one this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Let's take a look. The color Wait. 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 Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless what? Endless wow. Wow. A meaningless noise. The noise that won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a piece of uncut. An endless poem of meaningless. What? Are you okay? I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. Kind of playing with space in my paper, choosing where and how the space words can always change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote these lines, really short, makes it feels like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's so hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem about isn't the right question. A poem can be an abstract of a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thank you for listening. Sus. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so everyone could come and sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparation. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Celia has been working on posters, and I designed some pamphlets we could give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you have heard of already. We're going to be performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. So you're just putting it all together and post in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Who's been coloring a poster holding it up for us to see? Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't. You didn't really start putting down those posters up, did you? Yeah. Well, I did. Do you really think it's bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagine it. Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Setoi. I understand where this is coming from. Remember that Natsuki had never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to the whole room full of people. I guess it's kind of overlooked that. Yeah, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones who are responsible for the fate like of this club. If we start the event and each put a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the other people perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's like those reasons that we're all in the club today. Don't you want to share that with others? Don't you? Yeah. To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do it. And if it's all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and spreading a poem, then I know you can do it. They're not pleased. They're like, I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Sarah and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we could do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Nicosie doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glanced around at everyone else's expressions. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's Haha, thanks everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously gonna be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden! Well, if I can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no! Don't worry. I'll start out to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she had in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind every line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is it simply nature? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayuri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face, but I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and speaks. That was so good, Monica. Thank you so much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go, Sayuri? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the poem. The poem is called, Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri! It is called After Image of a Chrism Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she's probably refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transfer to the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem was full of twists and turns in its structure that she insinuates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside of her head. Suddenly she finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards and gives Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were caught off our guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like she's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Yuri sat at her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Suddenly, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it, just reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Sayuri begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made for a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayuri is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this poem on page, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it from Sayuri's voice almost gives a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayuri means when she says she likes my poems. It's like I get my reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayuri finishing, we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayuri. Even my Suki May liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but I might be the other person who might... But it might be the other poems wouldn't quite work as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I see your poems with a sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind it, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. I'm just embarrassed to do it in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. I'm going to have my time before the festival, you know. Okay, now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Natsuki. It's not like I can compare it to you guys anyway. Might as well let Natsuki lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it. Dang. I don't even have a poem. It's fine. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the poem. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, so I have to put energy to it. And despite that, once I finish, I say applause anyway. So I'm not really good at everyone else. Don't worry about it as much. I think it's the least about your abilities and more about the lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Well, maybe. Alright then, it just leaves you and Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki eagerly gets up to her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her star disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's not huge trauma, and it works surprisingly well when she's spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, everyone applauds. She hurries back to her seat. Not so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Ah, well, you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people. I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is. So, well, I guess in that case, you don't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I don't thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you're able to deal with what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let's go ahead of the time that you're reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poems to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you put in at least effort for the club. Makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. Unless the festival's coming up, let's try to write a poem for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday is a big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. All right. Let's stand up. There's one thing I'll be able to find on. Same enthusiasm as saying Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I have to do my best. Ready to go? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Natsuki. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with him once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed, but today seems to be a little quieter than usual on my way home. Hey, Shidori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, sorry for Zoro. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you, huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? It kind of put me in the spot here. I would still walk home with you because you're closer. She's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly. Think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve if she wanted it, so... Sir, I'll make my mind up. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? Conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sarah to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? I don't know, but you're predicting something that I can't. Incongruent? Wow. Tone. Yeah, I like this part because it's a nice break from the throat. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Are you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and not picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. I remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm so super happy that you're always going to help out for the festival too. Ah, I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about a part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Sound a bit like cereal or something. Monica, did you usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what you mean, you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Eh! That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our events for on today. Fine, fine. Your reaction are as fun as yours or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where's Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. She's sitting at a desk in the corner room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I leave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. I just talked to them. What's up with you? Is everything alright? Oh, of course. Why wouldn't it be? I just feel like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? She shows me a big smile. No, I'm still worried. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glanced at Siri before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe she asked Monica if she's noticed anything about Siri recently. Since they've been prepared for the festival, they may be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk. Natsuki, what's up? I mean, this may sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a little bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across from her, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking. You? You certainly know her a lot better than I do, but she's never really like that. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her, but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and if I care about her well-being of my club members, maybe I'll try to be herself. Yeah, are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she'll just having a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you. Me? How on earth would you come up with that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sherry talks about you more than anything else, Eh? She's been so much happier ever since she joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now that I've always been. You're so funny. You thought that maybe you're always seen her as so cheerful because that's how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I do anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try and talk to her, so let's try to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smells meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Suri is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to her and gently talk to her, but she keeps her voice so quiet that I can't hear her far from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Suri told me not to worry about her and have fun for everyone else. That's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting that weigh so down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why do I feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I know it's peering at me from around her book, but she looks away just quickly with a fleshy look in her face. I believe she won't get anywhere like this. I never really seen you approach anyone and start a conversation on her own accord, so I had no choice but to approach her myself, but now it's a lot easier for me to do it. I stand up from my desk to sit in one next to her own. I didn't even bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't do anything, but I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your positive expression. None that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you're right. Aside from causing you any concern, don't apologize. Your troubles are only concerns of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there's a certainty those who find that most comfort in keeping to themselves, but if you prefer to share what's on your mind, then I'd be glad to listen. It's not really big of a deal. I was just feeling a little bit uneasy about Saturday. Saturday? Yeah, she seemed a little off today. But when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me, so I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Eh? Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sarah and I have been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. The past is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings, or maybe I just read into it a little bit too much. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep in plain sight, and there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think there might be something behind it after all? I think Sarah's a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what's going on inside her head. She may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I always feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupied in your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case, said Yori. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes, her expression gentle and curious as she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncommon feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she'll be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. You're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we have some meeting? Well, as long as you're okay with it, yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone, after some time passing, why don't we share our poems? Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes through sheet of poems and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, she smiles at me. I wonder if she's talking about with Shiori. I'm going to her first, see what's wrong with her. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. I wrote this for anyone specifically? Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, literally, is there something wrong? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. From what? Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? Oh, well, I am gonna worry about you. You can go play with everyone else now. Play! If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early. By yourself? He's still gonna present this dang poem. To hell with this poem. I'll be following her out the door. What's wrong with you? No, we gotta speed run this. I don't care about nobody else's poem. Girl, ain't nobody thinking about that bullcrap. I don't even wanna read. Hurry up. Maybe it'll make the time go faster. What is she even talking about? Spending time with her in the club room every day, reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to, and it just makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, Nam isn't too bad either, you know. Alright, I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that you're used to her opening herself up, so if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I share my poem with you now. Alright. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever saw. And here I am, a feather. Laughs adrift the sky. Victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. It would all have failed me when all others have turned away. The legend is all that remained. The last dim star glimmering in the night sky. In the twilight sky. Until one day the wind used to blow, I fall and fall and fall and fall even more gentle as a feather, like a feather. Billie Eilish. A dry quill, expressionless, but a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. Your towel's in here. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. Yeah, that's right. Nah! Nah! Yeah, you trip on air. Yeah. Yeah. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose. We only seek only the impossible. I'm not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Okay, I feel like learning a lot, looking for answers. Girl, listen, it's a great poem, but I really don't care right now about this conversation. I need to go and check her Sareri, and I don't know what she got going on. I didn't even look at her advice. I couldn't care less. I'm trying to hurry up and get out of here. She don't even want me to read. Oh, okay, girl. You make this quick for me. Yes, your writing has only proven the last few days. Every poem you show me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotion. I'm a little envious, even. I don't think I ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come to me naturally, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. Really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri Julie smiles to herself. This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought I would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe you're so good at something you never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. During lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I've always had some book with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with, or people you just would make a real good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mystery of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? Those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all girl. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all. I'm not Tsukime. That's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. Wow. Listen, one depressed girl at a time. And all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. I haven't really done anything. No. That's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. And it's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, go take a shower. Go take a shower. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. So that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated. And if others don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We're all friends now, aren't we? Your puts her head in her hands. But this time she's smiling as she does it. You want me to show you your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Ghost Under the Light Part 2. Where's Part 1? The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow bathing. I let in the distance the blue-green light flickers. A love figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds, the silhouette grows closer and closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility. But I am too late. He steps into the street light. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. It raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the ambient light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. How have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Finish the poem. I started to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. You dislike it? Oh, no, of course not. I just don't know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'm able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri's having a harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you, and I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri takes my hand and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can, the poem is, once again, Yuri feels looking for a complete sentence. You mean I could keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometime. Yeah, don't worry. I think you'll do a good job. Yuri finally turns back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something. I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is this me? Or did you just say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from the usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stat in the air is coming, foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe? Look, the only thing different is that security isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Saya always helps lighten the mood a little, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. That's like, you please show some decency. Oh, come on. She's actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the time to not go home with her, you picked this time you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much as you two being lovey-dovey. Ah, no. First of all, stop understanding my friendship with Shiori. And second, she kind of been avoiding me today, so I don't want to force it. Oh. That curious person come for you of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we never forgot the rest of the festival preparation, so let's decide what everyone will be doing. This girl, I don't care about her. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki been making the cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle it all by yourself? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be putting in some of all the poetry pamphlets. She'll be helping me design them. And as for you, Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No. That's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now, Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I could tell now. I guess I never gave her enough credit, but I could tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. It may be the case, but if I can't be a leader I'm on, I won't go as a person. So, Yuri, you have your handwriting, you know? So, you should make banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? I'm about that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's voice is so strange as she stares at her desk to focus to start nice herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'd be wonderful help. Anyway, and that just leaves you. The one who is truly useless. Ah, don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It'll probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could also help me out as well. It'll be really appreciative of that. Ah, is Monica suggesting that I spend the weekend with my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, if you know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. May not like to be around if you only make him be out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assist with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard can I make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're making excuses for Natsuki too. What are you saying? It'd be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys. Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Natsuki to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. So I'm sure he's interested in. You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez, can we just settle this already? Yeah. You're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Can I make a decision tomorrow? I'm gonna go check on if it's gonna be anyone, then I prefer to help his sister. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monica said it was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No, sorry, I didn't mean for it to be difficult. Just take it to the club, okay? Why did they cancel her out? What is happening? Fine, you don't even want me. I don't know why you're here. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying, so you'd be helping Yuri then? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things, so I think your system will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah, I already said I would be fine. Okie dokie. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a bit sour. So is that everything we need to get over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? No, I'm not excited. I won't be excited until I see Sarari. Hold on, I gotta die for a second. But I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you? Natsuki! What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why he picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And not that I'll do well for them with that. So I get it. Kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that, but you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know, I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki is the only one surprised. Monica and I are taken by Yuri's words. And she's already had trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up as far for her comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri's trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I could tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. It's because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. You better bet that my comfort is going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah. Hope you see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I try to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between us. Huh? I turn around. Sorry, I realize I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alrighty then. You and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. And I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I'd be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I prefer going to your home. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's like it has much matter either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. Hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not entirely as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with the reason you might have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I choose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself in an extremely tense expression. You're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight in my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that it relaxed her expression. I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out of the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday, even though I would prefer to do this with Sayori. My anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. Well, who knows what might end happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. I don't feel annoyed that Sayori found out about this. How I would feel this way to each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. So we're just not gonna go. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it gets to two of us. Meanwhile, we even have been texting occasionally. She was extremely happy stuff at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I have been heard a thing for serious since she left club earlier the other day. It's like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Yuri Sutter said and what Monica said, is it okay for me to put serious feelings aside when she might need me? No. I decide to visit Sari before Yuri comes over. Or I didn't ask her, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sari's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play it often that we made it to a habit of simply entering another's house like we were family. The house is quiet. Sorry, not even anyone on the first floor, so I assume she's in her room. Sorry, strange for not to run down and greet me. Can you hush? I'm trying to read something! Thank you, thank you. Oh, okay, she's still alive. I sit down in her room. She forces a smile, but I see tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over in like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Her room is as messy as it's always been. I always recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decoration that she had for years now. If you come over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come suddenly you wanted to come over today? Are you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how'd you know that? She already left by the time we decided in the last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Are you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Oh, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Cedric stares into a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you're doing. After you left on Friday, when something wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So she smiled, shaking her head. That's not good. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sorry, I grabbed you by the shoulder. What on earth are you saying? You're listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this, so tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. She gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you? I guess I've no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I oh. I better see you tomorrow. Matter of fact, I'll see you tonight. Right after I'm done helping that girl with the decorations, I'll see you tonight. Oh, hey, girl. Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could text me. If I had known, I would have assured you and hurried on my way home. Ah, I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I took Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. Ah, no. I'd be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Oh, wow. Okay, housey. Alright. She's being wifey material over here. Ah, that'd be more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of a desk drawer of mine. Ah, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She put both her hands firmly in her lap, as if to make sure she keep a track of herself. So, should we get started? Ah, yeah. I don't have other things playing that you can help me with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements, you know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles.